My name is Venky Ramakrishna. I'm the Director of Research and Development at Celldex Therapeutics in New Jersey. My greatest influence in my career in immunology was Nathan Sharon from the Weizmann Institute in Israel, which is where I earned my Ph.D. degree. Well, I started my career as a biophysics scientist in Dr. Sharon's lab, and it turned out there was a lot of applications in my work that required understanding of immunology, and I started to teach myself some of that, but as I spent more time in the lab, I found that there were mentors like Dr. Michael Feldman, whose work I was pretty much following, and the field evolved every year, and new antibodies came into the field and made my work a lot easier. My training was pretty much like a self-taught scientist. There were a lot of things that were not available 20 years ago. And a lot of students in immunology today take it for granted because there are so many more tools. Research has become a lot easier and more predictable. 20 years ago, you took the greatest risk that you ever knew. Started off with a hypothesis that you ever be able to prove because of all the constraints you had at work and the lack of models that were available back then. Made the research for me very exciting because there were so many challenges to overcome, and I was able to sustain myself all those years, and I think it was a great thing that I did not move on to another field and stayed on in immunology all these years. So I'm still in business. What I like about immunology is I've come from the outside. I am not originally from an immunology lab. I trained as a chemist, a biochemist, a biophysicist, membrane biologist, and transferring myself to other fields. Immunology was the most exciting field at the time. You could make an immune response to even a chemical entity, and that was exciting for me because I think there was a Nobel Prize winner who discovered an oil-eating bacteria. And today, the same technology now has an antibody feature to it. You could isolate bacteria using antibody columns, and I thought that was the greatest application of immunology in a field that was never heard of or would ever become part of it. And those are the kinds of things that I was really excited. Immunology that has a potential to translate itself into advancing the medical field is one of the greatest things that ever happened. And I think AAI has succeeded in bringing together a lot of medical communities to an event like this one, including people who are in the business field. They come here, they want to listen to new technologies and get excited about. And there are a lot of intellectual property people. What are they doing here? You know, they are here to show you how you can protect your discoveries and ideas. Of course, they want to be in the game too, and it gives them an opportunity to help the scientists, before they come here and talk about their work. They should protect their ideas first, because it'll only be too late if it didn't start now.